And Marcus Espinoza-Owens, Ruiz, a 13-3 winner when these two met last month at the Cliff Keen Las Vegas Invitational. Ruiz, you see his record, but he has a victory over number 6, Cody Rutledge of Oklahoma State, dropped a 2-point decision to 4th-ranked Joey Blaze of Purdue. So, I mean, he's been challenged as much as anybody can at 65.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned it before, the result previously. If you're Espinoza-Owens, you want to just tighten that gap. If you're Ruiz, you want to widen the margin, right? So, different environment too. We're talking about tournament setting, and we're talking about dual setting, right? It's just different. Saving team points, different environment, everyone watching you, right? It's different.
Yeah, the fascinating part of this, Arizona State is ranked in a tournament ranking nationally. The Jacks are ranked in the dual rankings nationally. So it's quite the juxtaposition, because this is an Arizona State team that can score.
They can, and I don't want to use the word up, but I don't want to be dismissive, but it's just numbers, man. I think these guys, like, they're two wrestling squads. Yeah. All that tournament setting means is that you're one of the better guys in the country, right? And you can go score points at a tournament. I think wrestling's wrestling, and these programs know what they're doing.
And we go back to it, too. Arizona State's dealt with a lot of injuries this year. The Jacks have had a little bit of that, but the Sun Devils have just been sitting there wondering, hey, can we ever put a full lineup together? They get dealt a blow earlier today, have to change their lineup at 97.
Yeah, and you'll see some of the lineups today from the Jackrabbits. I mean, not everyone has their guys, and you want to, but I can tell you 100% of the time, these coaches are going to put their guys in a position where they have them in March, because I'm happy you're tuning in. People will be watching this, but what people will remember is how it ends up in March, right? So that postseason time is when you want to be peaking and when you want to be healthy. Good re-attack to single leg from Espinoza-Owens. You see that leg bent up in a wizard position. He's going to want to stay high with this leg. You're going to see probably left arm trying to club. He's going to try and left arm club to the head and right leg kick.
Both coaches up off their chairs for different reasons right now.
This is where it gets tricky for Espinoza-Owens. You want to get him all the way back to the middle while keeping that leg secured in the armpit.
Did a really good job of that, didn't he?
And we saw this back at 133. They'll let you wrestle, man. Like this is a scoring position. That length difference you can just see. Marcus is just about 4 inches from that kick every time. So that's when you got to get your right elbow engaged and get that leg up high by your head, because then it makes that distance shorter.
That's a great point.
It's almost like an uppercut. You want to uppercut towards your own chin and just get that leg a little bit higher.
This is a fascinating game of tug-of-war right now, with 10 seconds in the period.
I mean, now you go try and score, right? You go try and get this.
No, he didn't get it.
He said no, even though the foot was tapped for a second.
How about Ruiz fighting off Espinoza-Owens to keep us scoreless?
I'm not familiar with how the match went previously. I don't know what Ruiz is like on top. He's a long wrestler, though. So you see on this highlight, we're right there. He capped it for a second, but didn't have the control of the hips and the reaction time there.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yep. You can also tell by the reaction of the SDSU corner. They're not throwing a brick. They're not approaching the table. They know that's probably the right call.
It's important to point out it's easy to knock the officials when you don't agree with them.
Looks like he's good for one return. He's pushing around. Really good patience by Ruiz there. Not flustered by being in a rear standing position. Yeah, it's going to get loud in here if he's not going to crawl up the body. But the trend in college wrestling is the bottom guy has to work. The times you're going to see top stalling is when they're dropped below the waist in that drop down position, or if you're in a side headlock or that rear standing. It's not a lot of kind of the precedence is on the bottom guy to get his head up and get out.
We'll go back to your point about the patience, how Ruiz handled the end of that first period as well. Didn't panic when he nearly gave up points, and then didn't panic early in this period too and hung on.
Quick stall. And then good switch of the hips.
Wow.
Into one takedown awarded. They wrestle off the mat. You got 1:13 for ride time, so wide open match, man. There's a lot of wrestling to go here. 44 seconds in the second period. Really the only attack that's been all the way to the leg was a minute and 15 seconds of Espinoza-Owens.
They were dancing in that first period.
Yeah. And it's just the fascinating thing about wrestling, man. Style matchups, body matchups. Like, these guys they're the same weight class. They're not the same guy, right? So 1-0 right now. That escape was big, especially at the time that it came. 13 seconds is a doable riding time to knock down. I could have to bite my tongue later, but it's just what I'm saying, right? This dual setting is just different. Slows things down. Match pace is different. Sometimes guys don't wrestle as freely. You're looking at a 1-0 going into the third period when it wasn't anything like that the first time.
And it's 1-0, but with Ruiz's riding time at the moment. You keep that in the back of your mind.
And no stalling given, right? So, like, if you're Espinoza-Owens, I mean, I'm almost eating a stall call before I'm giving up riding time. One return's all you need. Oh, they're hoping for backs there. That's good flowing. Good flow off the mat. Zeke Jones is going to get warm pretty soon if he's going to be all the way on the other side of the mat, though.
He's been doing it all night, like you said. I mean, he's been consistent about it.
I know some fellows over there, they're going to let him know they want to see the match, though.
Well, Espinoza-Owens has, for the moment, taken care of the riding time.
He wants this done on his feet. Got 54 seconds riding time for Ruiz. Good action.
Yeah. This does feel like next score wins.
Yeah, you see that length too from Ruiz. He's low level, trying to reach those low singles, and you got Marcus ready to explode from space to those big single legs, big double leg attacks. It's good action. Yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, that's what you like to see, you know. You're all about the competition, the team score, who want your team to win, but that's good wrestling. Got good action, a 1-1 match, about a minute left, riding time not involved. Left side underhook from Ruiz. He's kind of hanging in there. Hand comes out. It's anyone's ball game right now.
Yeah, both guys are grinding here down the stretch.
It's that good wrist control with two hands by Ruiz. Trying to get to that near leg from it. Action call is not what they want to see from the referee here, but
one more look.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like neither guy was trying to score, to be quite honest. We're at 25 seconds. You want to see this settle on the mat like this. You want to see this kind of wrestling to finish the match. You got single leg. He's going to have to really work hard to get his head up off the mat and keep this position going. Ruiz is good here. He's good here. Espinoza-Owens has got short time to score. He's going to cut across the double. Ruiz looks tired.
He does, but you got to give Ruiz a lot of credit. In 2 of those 3 periods, he was up against it and found a way to get himself to zeros and not give up points.
This will be a big match for Espinoza-Owens. Good single leg attack. Espinoza-Owens gives up the 3.
So Nicco Ruiz.
Come on, if you're a Jackrabbit fan, you got to point to 2 times. You got you're to a leg and you don't score. You know what I mean? And so, good effort by both guys. Good wrestling.
Hard-earned victory by Ruiz, and Arizona State with a 9-7 lead halfway through this duel.